streaming.
Let's see if we are indeed on.
We're on.
Alright. Hello, everyone. So,
Let's start.
looks like everything is starting okay here. Alright, hello there, everyone. So, this is Ruin Zero here, back with more of Super Robot Wars Z2. When last we left off, Crowe had been tasked with attempting to join Celestial Being. Seems to be getting on okay, as their collaboration with the Dan Cougar Nova bore fruit, and they now also have obtained the allies in the form of the Getter Robo. Only the standard Getter for now, but we'll get the Shin Getter eventually. Far better design it has. So, however, with that also came new threats in the form of the Invaders, who are these creepy, bug-eyed monster things from the far depths of space. So we shall see how they deal with that later. For now, we've got more pressing matters to deal with. So, back to Area 11 and Tokyo. Back to Setsuna's grand infiltration plans. You there! Saji Crossroad. Yeah, you remembered my name. It doesn't seem like you're in your room all that often. Are you going to school? No, it's a job. Is that so? I'm gonna be out of my room for the next week or so. Let's see. Thanks to some of the stuff at the academy I'm studying at, I'm going to be studying in space for a week. Space, huh? And now we're in the area of the vast orbital ring around the world. Back to the inside of the Ptolemaeus. It really does feel special to be drinking out in space. Please stop drinking so much, Captain. Let's see. Yes. Don't worry about it so much. I mean, besides, I got some really good stuff there back when I was on Earth. Miss Sumeragi was talking all the time back on Earth, after all. Haha. Nice work down there, Alleluia. It must have been hard for you, huh? I heard that even those weird invader whatchamacalls showed up. Thanks to the allies we gained down there, we were able to do something about it. Although they are a bit weird. There are people who are willing to collaborate with us. Even if I say it, it seems like they have their own reasons for trying to help out.
1 delay. 20.
Yes. Well, because of that, we need to just have that to make plans in case something weird does happen with them. And so in order to do that, you came back up to space? Haha, must be hard for you as her bodyguard, Alleluia. Oh, it's nothing like that. Things may have been a bit complicated back down on Earth, but it feels nice to be back in space. Although it is occasionally so quiet out there that it does feel kind of scary at times. Hallelujah. I wonder if you feel like that because of your past wounds.
That's better. I guess that was on our computer's end.
Yes. And now we're into the HRL, as we have a base of theirs somewhere in Asia. I'm Lieutenant Sergei Smirnov, who's been put in charge of the Anti-Gundam Task Force. As of today, I'm going to be your superior. Yes, I am Super Soldier Number 1, Soma Pir, Ensign Soma Pyrrhus, from the Super Soldier Research Facility. Super Soldier Development, huh? Let's see. Wasn't that supposed to be some sort of project to develop the ultimate soldiers by injecting people with nanomachines? I can't believe that they secretly continued that. Is there something wrong, Lieutenant? Come to think of it, I didn't hear the reason why you decided to join the Super Soldier Project, Ensign. Ah, yes. I didn't decide to join. I was a designer baby specifically designed for the purposes of this project. Is that so? At any rate, Ensign, we'll start by having you test out a new model out in space. It's been specially calibrated for your super soldier reflexes. That is this machine over here. The MSJ-062SP. The Tiaran Taotsu. Tiaran Taotsu, huh? My own mobile suit. It's supposed to be our trump card against the Gundams. Huh? Very doubtful it will work as planned, but... they're trying. Back to Dragon's Hive. The Salon. Isn't it nice that they have such wonderful facilities for a secret agent, for a secret organization?
Yeah.
They're very, very high-tech. Well then, Miss Oe, is there anything you've been worried about recently? Nothing in particular. Is that so? But I'm surprised. I couldn't imagine that Riri here was our mental counselor. Yes, my job is to provide mental support to everyone here. As a result of that, at set intervals, I'm supposed to have personal interviews with everyone here. I thought it looked like you were talking with Tyria before me. How was that? Unfortunately, due to client confidentiality, I can't possibly tell you about the contents of his counseling session. But I have a feeling I know how it went. These are the orders of celestial being. It's as expected for a Gundam Meister. I shall follow Veda's orders. Something like that, right? Even though Mr. Lock-On and Mr. Alleluia were so friendly. But Mr. Alleluia... What was wrong with that guy? No, it's nothing. What about Crowe? Oh, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd have any problems. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to offer him any help with taking care of his debt. Anything about his hatred of women? I can't say anything about that. It's a problem of privacy there, huh? Have you had a talk with the Getter team yet? What's happening with them? They all decided to pass on the counseling. They said, we don't need that stuff. Yeah, I kinda get it. There's no point in counseling a group of wild beasts. Yes, like you're one to say that, Dan Cougar pilots.
Especially later.
Yes. Let's see. Are you worried about everyone? Huh? It's not common for you to show an interest in other people, Miss Oe. Come to think of it, that's right. That isn't like me, is it? If it's alright with you, would you please talk? Would you feel okay with talking with me about that a little? Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I need that counseling either. Miss Oe, I'll go ahead and leave now. See ya. Miss Oe, Miss Carrara, Mr. Sakia, and Mr. Johnny. Everyone in Team D is so busy closing their hearts off from each other. But I have a feeling, even more so than the Getter team, that all of them have the soul of a wild beast within them. Ruby, I heard that you were here. Ah, I've been waiting for you, Mr. Setsuna. Then let's begin the counseling. Mr. Setsuna FCA. Yeah. Even in Celestial Being, he seems like the person who's keeping himself the furthest away from others. Setsuna. Back to the commander's office. So that heavy drinking lady and the guy with his hair in front's gone, huh? Mr. Sumeragi and Alleluia? They've already gone ahead and headed back up to space. So Celestial Being's base is somewhere up there? That's classified information. Oh, come on, we're all allies here, aren't we? Don't be like that. Well, Mr. Ryoma. We and Celestial Being all have our own separate agreements here. We've all agreed not to probe into each other's affairs too much here, so please, let's leave it at that. Don't be like that. I mean, hey, aren't you guys the same, just ignoring Miss Rori's counseling? That is true. So I guess we'll just refrain from asking things like that as well. After all, it doesn't seem like we're going to be together for very long. There's no need for us to really get to know each other. I'll just go ahead and say it here, but the reason we refused her counseling was out of kindness. If that little girl was to hear about some of Ryoma's past year, I'm sure she'd pass out from shock. Don't make me laugh. Aren't you both the same? How nice. When I listen to you guys, I feel less and less of a man for worrying about my debts so much. Let's see. If you've taken on debt if the debt you have is really something that's unnecessary, I can tell you how to get rid of it quick.
Uh-oh.
If you want to know how to get money fast, I can teach you how to do that. Of course, it may not be the most legal of means. Oh, Hayato. I mean, isn't in pretty much every incarnation he's some sort of, like, teen billionaire or something like that who's been just doing crazy stock market trades and some other maybe illegal things?
That or a hacker.
Something like that. So anyways, he's rich for some reason. Yes. No thanks on that. Whenever it comes to money, earning it honestly is my style. If you're going to be a hero trying to save all humanity, you've got to be like that, I guess. Not quite sure. I'm pretty sure that first bit there is some sort of Yojijukugo 4-letter compound. It's Young 1001 name. Probably like even if you get enough people together, there are going to be plenty of people who don't think that way, though. So long as it's Veda's decision, I will go along with it. However, depending on the scenario, I may have to deviate from the plan a bit. Depending on the scenario? Let's see. If Celestial Being's hidden base becomes known. In other words, if it's in order to protect your own secrets, you're planning to just ignore all the people who are being attacked by the invaders, huh? What fools you are. Why on earth are you all trying to end wars anyway? Is it for the sake of the people who are still alive? But by just abandoning those people in order to protect your own secrets, aren't you exactly the same? Aren't you worse off than the ones you're trying to defeat? In order to achieve our objectives, a couple of sacrifices are necessary and allowable. What do you mean by a few sacrifices allowable? What do you think people's lives are worth anyway? When you're don't talk so loudly for an outsider. What would you know about Celestial Being? Let's leave it there for now, Tieria. Ryoma and Hayato are right with what they're saying. Let's go ahead and stop with all the what-ifs now. When the time comes, things will happen the way they do regardless of how much we talk about it. Is there something you want to say, Hidaka Aoi? Hey, why do you place so much weight to whatever that Veda thing says? It is something that is required for Celestial Being's goals. then I just want to hear Then I want to hear, why do you want to stop wars? I have no reason to answer. Ah, come on, tell me. What kind of future do you see beyond the end of wars? I told you, I have no reason to answer. I guess, and you were like this the whole time you were taking Ruri's counseling as well, weren't you? Huh, a lot of you. How unusual for you, Miss Oak. For you to be thinking that much about someone else. If you're gonna say that you seem to be pretty interested in what's going on with Miss Oe, don't you? Sakuya, I could say the same to you. I'm worried about someone else? I don't really feel that way. Seems that there are a couple of changes in the way Team D is cooperating, huh? Could be that they may be pretty close to opening the door of the Dankougar Nova, huh? Chapter 8. For whose sake is the trigger pulled? Looking up someone?
Yeah, Tyria.
What incredible power that Tieran Taotsu has. I suppose so. And that Ensign Pyrrhus who's in it, as expected of a super soldier. However, she's still a maiden. Lieutenant! There's a vessel rapidly approaching this area! What? Civilian vessel, huh? It appears as though those aren't our enemies. We've received a transmission from the pilot. Apparently that's a vessel taking students up the Space Research Academy. Let's see. In order to get around some of the areas where the dimensional boundaries have grown thin, they pass through this area of space. We're busy testing a new unit. In order to protect the secrets, we should... There's no need to do that. Let's see. All we need to do is make sure that once they get to safe space, they erase the data of the area. It seems like something crazy is going on. Even though a dimensional shock could occur here, I couldn't have imagined it would happen out in space. Oh, come on. At a time like this, shouldn't a guy like you be saying, I'll protect you, or something like that? Sorry I'm not more dependable. Alright, I'll forgive you. You were holding my hand the entire time, after all. Okay. But I'm glad we came. It's pretty neat to look down at the Earth from space. Yeah. Look, we can see the orbital ring from here. From all the way up here, you can't see any of the fights down on the planet. Hey Saji, do you want to work in space in the future? Yeah. That's the reason I'm studying space engineering up here. Hey, when that time comes, maybe I'll... Just... What is this? What's wrong, Ensign? Lieutenant, something's piercing my head. Ah! Ensign! Who are you? Just trying to get in my head! Quantum brainwaves are fun.
Hallelujah.
The briefing room of the Ptolemies. What is this? My head! What is this pain? Damn it! Who the hell are you? Get out of my head! I'll kill you!
The greatest of
Hallelujah!
characters.
Return to the bridge! What? Something happening? Let's see. Invaders appeared near an HRL experimental zone. Mr. Murang is currently preparing countermeasures, so we want Hallelujah to head out. Ah, what a pain. But I'll get to blow off some steam taking out those monsters. Hallelujah! Ah, shut it, Hallelujah! There are civilians there. No! You can't go! Ah! We can't do this! We're recovering the Taotsu! Understood! explosions everywhere.
Oh, there go
Goodbye.
those friends.
What? New invaders. Are these those things they call invaders? Is that civilian shuttle's engine hit? Ah! I'm going out of control here too. Nancy can't fight like that. Something's approaching. A Gundam? That Gundam. Is it trying to protect the civilians? Let's see. I know well how to fight out in space. But... You're the one who's trying to get in my head! Stop it, Ensign! For now we need to focus on the invaders! Gundam? Don't come! Please, don't come! How pitiful, hallelujah. Swap with me. I'll be sure to clear up both that painful pig thing and those monsters. No, you... Quit blabbering already! What? Ah, sorry. Ever since you came, that pain in my head hasn't disappeared! See. Quit trying to interfere with me with your quantum brainwaves. You're the same as me, aren't you? Yes, I'm the same! Our bodies were screwed up, our minds messed up with. We were turned into monsters by them! This guy. It's impossible. We need to retreat! Ensign! Don't do anything crazy until backup arrives! Make sure to protect the shuttle! Gundam, who are you? Seems like you're got an interest in me. Watch this, hallelujah! As I promised, I'll clear both that and the monsters! I'll make sure there's not a scrap of them left!
Oh.
So, destroy the invaders to win. Lose if Hallelujah is destroyed. Within 5 turn-off ally phases, destroy all the invaders and the Tiran Tautsu. Also note, we have Hallelujah rather than Alleluia. He has focus and guts.
I think those are the same.
I don't know that he had guts. Because guts is the full HP restore. So, yeah. It's actually stronger. The strongest thing you could do is use the missile unit, but the tail missile unit. But it's your choice.
Buttons. I'll just go ahead and use this.
Ha! How fun, hallelujah! I'll use as much of this pen. I'll rip it as much as I like! Hallelujah. Let me just say this to start, but I am you. Think everything that you can't do, I'll take care of. But shut up and watch. This is the way that you won't fight.
Yes. Oh, I just think of 4, gather 3.
Yep. Yes.
Especially in the last 5 minutes of the universe.
Yeah. Or whatever. I think it's 3 minutes of the universe, actually, but either way.
Still horrifying.
Yes. But yes. So, just as a note here, for those who did not pick up on it,
The moon is out.
yes, the moon is out. That is of no consequence right now. But it's important for the Trider and another unit we'll get later on. So, for those who have not picked up on it, Alleluia here is also a super soldier. And as part of the crazy tweaking with his body they did, he developed a split personality.
Hallelujah, haptism.
Because what could be better? Gundam! Destroying you is my mission! I can cure something. Seems that there's a woman piloting that suit. This is payback for that pain in my head. I'll be sure to kill you after I play with you enough. Stop it, Hallelujah! What are you saying? Anything you can't do is what I'm here for. Stop! Is that so? I get it, Hallelujah. You don't think of them as an enemy. But I'll go ahead, but I'll kill them all the same. Why? Why, Hallelujah? Why do you have to kill them? It's not... That can't be who I am, really. But if that's so, then I'm not human. Prepare yourself, woman! I'll cut you in half!
Dietarn. That's a nice bonus.
Yes, he's the Tyran Tatsu, looks a little bit different from the other Tyrans. Okay, managed to dodge it. But yes. And Hallelujah's just happily screaming at this person. Because that's kind of what he does. Oh wow, she's got a lot of HP. Almost 20,000 HP. That's very nice.
I was going to say, turn the animation off at this point.
Yes. Goodbye, Invader. That's good.
So,
Yes.
Tierra's ace bonus. What is Fury?
I believe that is next attack is auto-critical.
Yeah, Tierra auto-casts Fury. Every turn.
Okay.
Of course, when above
Let's see.
X amount, it will.
And now, the Ptolemaeus appears. Are you okay, Hallelujah? You're in the way. Get out of here! That's Hallelujah? His other personalities shown up? Hallelujah Haptism. One of the HRL's attempted super soldiers. Let's see. In order to create human weapons, they went through all sorts of cruel tests to turn him into a super human. That also created his split personality, Hallelujah. But is this okay? To move the Ptolemaeus to the front lines? This isn't the time to be thinking about things like that. We'll have the Ptolemaeus back up the Curious. Understood. Advancing at maximum combat speed. If Ptolemaeus had weapons, we could do more. Huh. It's as if you could help me out. Don't hold me back. So, we have now acquired our first battleship, the Ptolemaeus, and it sucks. So, yeah. The Ptolemaeus has one important thing. It is our first repair-capable unit.
It has a GN field.
So it can go and... It's a healer, essentially. It can go over to someone and heal them. And it has a GN field barrier, just like the Virtue. Unfortunately, this is its weapons page. As you can see, it's completely blank. It will go 3/4 of the game without getting any weapons, so it is a horrible thing to have on the front lines. And of course, if any of your battleships die, it's game over. But hey, she has a level 1 command field, the ability to use any equipped option parts on a unit next to her, and repair skill, meaning she has double repair anytime she... Or is it 1.5 times? Anyway, she heals extra. So that's nice. But just keep it as far away from any enemies as you can. Good luck!
Okay, I see it now.
Yes. It looks fine.
Yeah, stream's fine.
So, yeah, you may not want to move it too close.
Move it there.
Your focus should be the invaders. Keep on firing away with that submachine gun. Not really much else to do. We're lucky the Kyros is being so dodgy.
I should just try and cast focus next turn.
Yeah, probably a good idea. But yeah. Lots more enemies approaching. Ouch. See, this is why you need a healer.
I'll push my luck.
Seems as if in this case it was the right thing to do. Should be getting some relief here soon. Not quite yet. So move him back first if you're going to do that.
I'm looking to see what the range is.
Or, go ahead and check the spirit commands list for a minute. So, let's see. She has trust if you want to use that.
He's got Excel.
Excel, and also, effort. So, okay. You have wall there, and focus. I would go ahead and, use trust here as a way of healing at range.
Because I don't really want to.
And if you want to, one of them has scan. So you can see what on earth is up with that weird...
The weird invader.
The weird invader. Yeah, that one. Oh, just quickly see. Yeah.
Oh, yep, it's one of the stars.
Yes, it's one of the stars, which are blur. It has ring laser attack and rolling body tackle.
I want to call it Decorabia.
Yes, but this is not a Decorabia from Shin Megami Tensei. Have you focused?
Because I got
Focus.
Yeah. Also, I have guts.
Yes, I mentioned that.
Just remembered that.
Yeah.
If things get really bad.
And now, here your allies emerge.
Thankfully.
Kept you waiting, celestial being?
That is the wrong
You're
debtor.
back! Your reinforcements have arrived! Everyone, how did you get here so quickly? Someone... let's see. Someone sent a transmission from a shuttle to the Dragon's Hive. Yes. And at the same time, they let us know about the Ptolemaeus' movements. Huh? And that person, whoever did it, knows about us? Who could it have been? They called themselves boatmen, and then sent a one-way transmission to us. Boatmen? They know about the movements of celestial being and were able to contact the Dragon's Hive? Even Mr. Tanaka doesn't have a clue. Quit yapping so much! Yeah, I don't care about that, just hurry up and get over here! What? Has he been tainted by the Getter team? Mr. Maragi, is that... Yes, it's Hallelujah. Back when Hallelujah was young, as part of the Super Soldier project, he got sent out to space. I wonder if the damage that shuttle took brought back those memories of his and caused Hallelujah to reappear. Sumeragi Lee Noriega. Why is the Ptolemaeus appeared on the front lines? This is an extreme circumstance. I made the call at my own decision. So that's Celestial Being's mothership, huh? It's supposed to be top secret, though. Oh, even if we ignore it. And that to have protected that shuttle's pretty good. I've revised my opinion of you, Celestial Being. Can you do it, Aoi? It's your first time in space, right? Well, Tanaka did explicitly prepare a shuttle for us. All we can do is try! Oh, it seems like there's something mobile suit from the HRL as well. Oh, that's pretty cute looking. Do you think it's a girl riding that? That's my prey! Don't lay a hand on it! Go ahead and try it if you think you can. Alright, our job's to take out those invaders. You guys you could feel free to take it on. Beneath such a pretty face that guy had, there was a bloodthirsty beast, huh? Let's see. Soon, reinforcements from the HRL should be arriving. All units hurry to clean up the invaders. Understood. Axio, commencing operations.
This is turn 3, right?
Click up. Yep, turn 3.
Alright.
You have 2 turns.
That should be more than enough.
You do have one problem, remember. There's one invader that's way up there.
Still should be more than enough time.
We can hope. So Getter Robo theme is playing.
Really, Getter Robo's theme?
Yes, since they were the first ones to talk. Tomahawk and Boomerang! Also remember, if you need to get somewhere fast, swap over to Getter 2 mode.
Yep.
Because Hayato's also got,
Excel?
Dash. He does have Excel as a command, but he's also got Dash as one of his abilities. which is +1 to movement range and +2 when above 130 will. So he can get going really far. Just as a side note, you don't have to take out the Terran last, I believe. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think so.
Conditions is...
Down 2. Yes. Within 5 turn ally phases, defeat all invaders and the Terran Tautsu.
It's not here to be last.
So you just have to beat it.
Smart move? Probably not.
I would go ahead and just try and use focus if you can. You can do that from the combat screen. See? Haro has focus.
Expensive, but...
But it's a Haro, what else are you gonna do with it?
Analyze, that's it.
That's not even analyze, that's just scan. Oh, Beam Saber. Yeah, make use of that. Smacked you with a Carbon Blade. You closed in too much. Is this a good idea? I would say no.
I would also say no. That
Unless the Virtue is able to deflect it, but... Alright. You still have the Ptolemus to move? I think the Terran will ignore it, but...
Still just gonna move it somewhat.
Alright. And, yep, it's focusing on Hallelujah. Hallelujah is getting quite a few bits here.
Alleluia and Hallelujah have separate ace bonuses.
I think you've run out of ammo for the... Yes. So, you get a missile?
I would not be surprised if I run out of ammo, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Just go ahead and check. Yes, you've run out of all ammo for the Kyrios' flight mode.
Cool.
So make sure you swap when you get a chance.
At least it's still dodgy.
Yep. And make sure to swap forms immediately here, so you don't forget. We don't have anyone capable of resupplying yet, after all. Got the Beam Saber and the missile unit. Go ahead and turn on. We haven't seen his Beam Saber. Oh well.
It's not the worst thing.
So.
Why do your hit chances suck?
Because heavy firepower. He's not designed to be, you know, light and dainty. I would go back and see if you can heal him first with the Ptolemus. Yeah, none of his stuff will heal. See if the Ptolemus is in range to heal him. Just barely not. This is why you should have moved it further. Oh well, he should be okay. Probably. That guy's weak.
I was gonna say, I'm aiming for one of them, not.
Yeah. So you still have the Nova Eagle, the Getter Robo, Spiral Getter Beam, the Invader.
I like the animation. So.
熱くなる夢の明日を必ずいつか捕まえる走り出す振り抜くことなく冷たい夜を突き抜けろ何かが胸で叫んでるのに And it swaps music. Whatever. Not particularly important. Just enjoying singing. Oh well.
You say mournfully.
Just use the Vulcans to take it out, hopefully. Here's hoping it's good enough for the invaders. Yes, Setsuna, we know you are a Gundam. And that's enough. That's something. Warped. Eyes everywhere. And you've still got the Brasta. Just gonna have him try sniping.
7% hit chance. 0% chance to get hit.
Yes, I just love that design for his sniper rifle. As he just snaps it on to his pre-existing weapon. And will it connect? Yep.
I've actually never seen it miss.
I mean, it's a sniper rifle. It's, you know, uncommon for a sniper rifle to miss. But it does happen occasionally, and still targeting him. You gonna just use the missile unit? By Tieran. Is this it? Tieran Tatsu, retreating! They got away. Ah well. I'll save the fun for next time. For now, I'll just content myself with crushing these monsters.
Sure, why not? This is the 5th playthrough, I believe.
Go ahead and check. Yep. So just figure out who you want to feed the kill to.
Looking like Crowe. Definitely Crowe.
What level is Crowe?
8.
My god, how have you done that to the protagonist?
You know, considering the way I usually play these games, I actually have no idea. He's level 9 now, so he's on par with
SR
everyone
point
else.
acquired. Alright, I've confirmed the innovators have been destroyed. No, invaders, not innovators. Innovators are next game. Okay. Where on earth are they coming? Where on space are they coming from? If they're gonna come, then let them try. We'll beat them down with our full force. And now, a lot of reinforcements. Squadron from the HRL has appeared. Our mission has been completed. We should leave the area quickly. I'll remember you, woman. Next time I won't let you get away. Oh, hallelujah. To think that those Gundams would save people. The ensign's acting out unusually. Does this have something to do with that wing-equipped Gundam? Let's see. I had heard that the super soldiers had been specially modified to be able to utilize quantum brainwaves. Could the fact that she was experiencing head pain have something to do with Celestial being possessing their own super soldier? Saji, look! The HRL's come! We're saved! Those Gundams from Celestial Being protected us. What on earth is that Celestial Being? Who knows? Back to Area 11 in Tokyo. The offices of JNN. Japanese National News? Something like that. Hey, we've got urgent news!
That guy's an original.
Yes, he's just an ordinary dude.
I can tell just...
He's NPC G, or something like that. Just like staff member. That shuttle had disappeared. That we lost contact with has been found by the HRL. Everyone on board has been confirmed safe. Saji, you were safe. Let's see. Your younger brother and his friends were riding it? You're Isabel Cronkite? You know about me? Of course. You're the top-class freelance journalist. You're the one who wrote the Pulitzer Prize-winning article, Is Don Cougar Necessary on the Battlefield? I see. If so, then that should make things quick. Forgotten Saji's sister's name again. It's like... Jr. or something like that?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yes, Crossroad. I've heard that you've been pursuing celestial being on your own. Yes? And from the sources I've seen here, they've recently joined up with Dan Cougar that I've been focusing on. So, won't you join forces with me? I want to find out what's actually happening here. Find out the truth. Yes. Through analyzing the circumstances and putting all the facts together, we'll definitely find the truth of what's happening. Those lines, they were the lines of a journalist I respected. Yes, your father's words. I want to work alongside you and find the truth of this. Understood. If you think I'll be good enough, then I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks. I feel certain that by tracking them down, we'll be able to find out some of the truths of this world. If only you knew. Anyways, back to the orbital ring. Around the orbital ring. Ptolemaeus' briefing room. Explain the circumstances, Sumeragi Lee Noriega. It's as you saw. Let's see. While we were observing the HRL's new mobile suit test, the invaders appeared out of nowhere, and so I decided to move the Ptolemaeus. Ptolemaeus' existence was supposed... At this point in time, the Ptolemaeus' existence was supposed to be top secret. So why did you... Wait, Tieria. This is all my fault. I launched on my own. What? The Sumeragi moved the Ptolemaeus in order to protect the Kyrios. Of course. After all, the Gundams themselves are Celestial Being's most important secret. Everything that happened here is my fault. All Miss Sumeragi did was try and back me up. Huh. Nice job, cool guy. Pretty guy. I've revised my opinion of you. Huh? If I was in your place, I would have done the same thing. Yeah. I couldn't stand it if innocent people were going to die before my eyes. If you've been given money, you pay it back. No. If you lose your money, you can get it back. But a person's life can't be brought back no matter how much you pay. Everyone. There's a limit to our foolish Tieria. See. The mission that Veta had sent out was only to observe the HRL's new model. See. However, you went out on a rescue mission, and in addition, exposed the Ptolemaeus. See. All this means is that we need to revise the plan. You were the one who changed the mission. It's exactly as you say. Let's see. I didn't save Alleluia Haptism. I protected the Gundam. Someone who goes off on their own like that isn't fit to pilot a Gundam. That's exactly right. Alleluia Haptism. You aren't fit to be a Gundam Meister. So what do you intend to do? Tieria just stalks off. Tieria. Miss Sumeragi, I'll back you up. We're different from the WLF. It may be that what we're doing looks similar to them. However, we don't intend to leave behind any people we can save. Thank you. I want some time to collect my thoughts. So gather everyone later. Is that okay? Since we've come this far, there's no going back. Since it's come to this, I'm going to utilize the Ptolemaeus as a mothership and come back sent to Earth with you. Understood. I'll gather everyone inside the ship. All of you come with me. Understood. Alright, Miss Sumeragi. You shouldn't worry about it too much. No matter what that glasses guy says, I'm your ally. Thank you. I think I've calmed down a bit. But don't overdo it on the drinking. If you wind up fleeing too much, it'll just kill you. That's right. I think that's right as well. Miss Sumeragi, Don't say anything. You don't need to say anything, Olivia. Take care of yourself. Alright. Alright, Miss Sumeragi. Once you've calmed down, come to the bridge. If Olivia hadn't rushed out on his own at that time, what would I have done? I can't afford to make any more mistakes. I can't let that happen again. There's communication coming directly to the Ptolemaeus? The sender is boatmen. And so, there we go. We have some new option parts. We've acquired a thruster module. Not that that's going to be of much help. Gives us an S rank in space. You can feel free to put that on someone if you want, or not. So, Ahoy has 112 pilot points, and for her it might be worth getting a skill.
Okay.
So, with 100 points, you can get either of the skills that buff will. There's this skill, which gives a flat plus 10 to starting will, and then there's this one, which is from the second turn on, gain plus 3 will per turn. Either of those will make it easier to actually launch the Dancougar Nova earlier. Because in these early stages, you want it out as soon as possible. They will not drag out much more than 5 turns.
In that case, if I have plus 10 starting will is probably better.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Because if we're talking about 5 turns...
Yeah. That will be 12 will overall.
But it'll only activate for the final turn.
Yeah, it'll only be the final turn.
So I'm going to go ahead and get this one.
Alright. So yeah, it may be a bit of a waste, but for the Nova Eagle and for the Gaia when we get it, that's a helpful thing to have.
Should Setsuna get a will buff?
I mean, it's doable if you want. For him, it's less important, though, I think. Because by the point... Because you should be able to get him to 120 will easily enough. I'm surprised by how all-in you're going on the Nova Eagle as opposed to the Gunner.
Well, I am upgrading both.
But yeah. Mobility is less important for the Getter.
For the Getter, mobility seems kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah. I would remove the accuracy in order to get more HP. I like to keep things fairly balanced when I'm upgrading.
Fair enough.
Unless it's something like, say, the Scope Dog, where energy is beyond useless.
Yes. Oh, it won't even let you.
Yes. You have no weapons. What are you trying to do there?
I just wanted to see if it would let me at all.
Yeah, no. Just like how you can't upgrade Neki Basar's weapons when you get him. Because he doesn't attack.
Save.
That is safe.
Save.
So, for everyone in chat, we are going to have an important decision to make here in a minute.
There's no one in chat.
For anyone who may be listening, we have an important decision to make here in a minute regarding where we are going to be heading next. We are going to have to decide whether we want to rendezvous with the super robots of Japan and head off towards the Dark Continent, or whether we want to rendezvous with the revolutionaries of Area 11 and head off towards this weird fleet that has appeared out of nowhere in the middle of space. Basically, we have a choice of going to go to the Dark Continent to pick up the Gurren Lagann, or heading out into space to pick up the Macross Frontier units. In all honesty, I'm leaning more towards Gurren Lagann because, having gone through both, the Macross really just drops you into the middle of the story with very little help. Whereas Gurren Lagann is something lots of people love and starts from the beginning.
It's just dawned on me.
Yes?
That part of the reason why no one may be here yet, although a lot of people do, most people show up around 3 or so, if no one shows up within the next hour, is likely due to it being a different day.
Day?
I have no idea where our viewers are from.
It could be.
If they are from other English-speaking countries, it's likely Saturday.
It could be. But yes. So.
What did you say was the new upgrade part?
It's a thruster unit. So that gives anyone who has it equipped an S rank in space. If you have an S rank, I believe I read that it buffs you by 15% more damage.
Space is the last one, right?
Yes. It's sky, land, sea, space.
I don't have anything that's terrible in space right now, so...
Yes, there are very few things that are bad at space.
For the moment.
Except the scope dog. Because really the scope dog sucks everywhere but land. Because it's a friggin' scope dog.
Alright.
Alright. So, back to the area of the orbital ring. Tall Mesa's briefing room. So that boatman guy's directly contacted us now? What is his objective? Is he trying to support us? Let's see. Before I talk about that, I want to tell everyone about the message he sent to us at first. To the members of Celestial Being, my name is Boatman. Of course, that isn't my true name. In addition, allow me to apologize for sending you a voice-only message. Only the voice.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that your strength is necessary. Let's see. If you decide to cooperate with me, I have prepared an adequate reward for you. Let's see. I'm currently sending this message to you through your agent, Miss Hoshimi. Let's see. If you have even the slightest bit of interest in what I have to say, I will contact me directly. Here. Of course, it shall be voice only. See. Along with the previous time, the fact that I was able to send this message to you should be a proof of some of the power I have. See. I await your wise decision. And that is the message we received from him. So, do we intend to talk with him? I feel that at the very least we should listen to what he has to say. What an unusual guy. But it's shocking, isn't it? To think that there was someone who could send a direct transmission to the Ptolemaeus. It's odd, ain't it? I mean, wasn't this ship supposed to be something top secret? More than just knowing about its existence, they knew where it was and where to send a message to. That's why I'm so surprised. There are an incredibly small number of people who are able to actually contact us. I guess the commander of the Dragon's Hive is a pretty impressive guy to have been able to do that. See, this person was able to directly contact us through Veda. We can't let down our guard. So that boatman guy, who on earth is he? Boatman. So, boatman. No, let's see. Captain of a ship. Let's see. Is he trying to say that he's the person guiding this world, perhaps? Let's see. Could be close or could be far. Or, what we do know is that Boatman has requested that we cooperate with the United Nations. The United Nations? Don't tell me. The Peace Preservation Council? Exactly. Let's see. It was decided that at yesterday's meeting about the invaders, that the UN is going to be building its own independent fighting force. The people in charge of that are the Peace Preservation Council. Well, led by Representative Elgin Roddick, they're going to be creating a special unit for the protection and peace of all kind, completely independent from all countries. So I guess these Peace Preservation Council guys' main job is going to be international disaster relief investigation, taking care of Dimensional Beasts and Imagine the other such calamities, right? But even so... Oh, for the UN, which is being dragged around by the three great countries, it's impossible to think that they'd be able to do that so easily. You're pretty well informed, aren't you? I guess so. International relief, huh? Their methods are pretty different from us, but it seems like they're trying to do the same thing. They're also trying to take care of those Dimensional Beast invaders, huh? In other words, aren't we kind of doing the same thing as those guys? The main difference is that they're internationally recognized, where we're viewed as terrorists by the world. It's quite a difference, huh? Let's see. At any rate, that boatman guy, he talked with the Peace Preservation Council and decided to introduce me to them. See? If we do wind up helping out with the Peace Preservation Council, they'll be more than happy to give us supplies and information. Let's see. So I guess that was a test he gave us, sending us information about that shuttle. And I guess we cleared it, huh? But that boatman guy's power, we can't underestimate him. It'd be dangerous to make him an enemy, but if he was our ally, there'd be a lot of merits, huh? What's wrong? Why are you all shutting up so much? It's not a bad proposition, is it? That is, if it's true. For people like you who are going to war with the entire world, I imagine cooperating with the UN is a big no thank you? If you were to say it straight. However, our ultimate goal is world peace, and if humanity was to go extinct before that, it would all be for naught. So at the same time as your armed intervention, you're fighting against the enemies of humanity, huh? Let's see. However, if we do wind up cooperating with the Peace Preservation Council, they're going to have to put the armed intervention on hold. We already understand that. However, the world's currently in a place where we can't stop yet. If we were to put it bluntly, the world has been in constant chaos since the Great Dimensional Quake. We still need to change things. So, the main problem for now is whether that boatman guy's telling us the truth or not. So if that guy isn't lying, are we going to join up with the Peace Preservation Council? Let's see. We're stumbling about through the fog at the moment. If there's something we can make use of, we'll make use of anything. So I guess we're just another of those things to make use of. Aren't you treating us the same? Haha, you aren't wrong there. Let's see. I've already talked with Mr. Tanaka and received approval from the Dragon's Hive. I'm sure Professor Saotome won't have any faults with it. Yes. The Peace Preservation Council actually seems to be taking the threat of invaders seriously. So all that's left is whether Veda approves this plan or not. Huh, how unusual. Well, the more collaborators you have, the harder it is to keep your secrets, right? It's Veda's decision. As long as it is approved, I have no complaints. You always say that. But, oh well, I mean, I don't have any reason to oppose it. I'll go along with it too. See? Regardless of what happens, what we've got to do hasn't changed. Or won't change. At any rate, we'll go ahead and listen to what he has to say, and if there are any problems, we'll just pull out of it. See? That boatman guy's got us here. Let's see. And besides, if we make contact with him, we might be able to find out who he is and what his goals are. Yes. Time for more fun with idioms. If you don't go into a tiger's den, you can't catch a cub. So, if you don't take a risk, you won't earn anything. Something like that. Something like that. Alright, so I guess we're decided. Celestial Being will go ahead and cooperate with the Peace Preservation Council on Boatman's wishes. Of course, we can't officially be seen to cooperate with them, so we'll still be hiding in the shadows. Alright. So, more specifically, what are you planning on doing from here? It's almost time for us to contact us. Let's see. directly after that, we'll start deciding what to do with it next. Felt? Start broadcasting on the channel he sent us. Understood. To everyone of celestial being. Since I've received a signal from you, I believe that means you are willing to go along with me? The answer is yes, Mr. Boatman. Even if with a couple of conditions, Celestial Being is willing to cooperate with you and the Peace Preservation Council. Those conditions are... As you explained before, we're going to need information and supplies, and we're going to need guaranteed freedom of movement while we are acting for you. In other words, you want to operate separately from the Peace Preservation Council. Exactly. If such a point comes at which your ideals clash with ours, let's see, we'll go ahead and cancel our collaboration with you. Understood. I will go ahead and tell the head of the Peace Preservation Council about it. The way he's saying that sounds as if he's unusually certain about how this will go. He knows about celestial beings' movements, and seems to have quite the connections in the normal world. Don't tell me, is he an observer? Well then, Boatman. See. Allow us to hear your specifics of what you want us to do. At the moment, I have two main plans for you. The first option is to go to Japan and meet up with the Peace Preservation Council's Special Ops team. The other one is to head to Area 11 and meet up with the Gundams from the colonies. The colony Gundams. Are they cooperating with the Peace Preservation Council as well? On my orders. You're pretty impressive. You've got quite the connections, huh? I believe with that you've understood a little fraction of the power I have. I suppose so. I'll go ahead and I'll acknowledge that at the very least. See, you may need some time to decide. Once you've decided which plan to take, contact me again. I've sent detailed information on both to Veda for you. Then, I have high expectations for you. Boatman, the captain of the world, huh? Seems he's got even more available to him than we'd imagined. I'm getting even more interested in who he is. Alright, so we're going to go along with one of his plans? Japan or Area 11, huh? Let's see. I've heard that the special operations team they have in Japan is mostly large humanoid weapons. In other words, super robots. On the other side, Area 11's got those Gundams from the colonies, right? So either way, we've got things waiting for us. Alright, Mr. Muragi, let's have you decide which way we're gonna go. But, well, you're the one supposed to be in charge of our decisions, right? Everyone? Of course. Mr. Muragi's our captain, after all. I've got no reason to refuse. Please. You've put your life on the line and proved you're someone we can trust. Alright, Mr. Muragi, please decide where we're going to go. Alright, so, if anyone is out there, this is the time to chime in and chat.
And that would be precisely no one.
Alright, so we have to decide if we want to go to Japan, and in doing so pick up the Gurren Lagann, or if we want to go to Area 11, pick up just the Wing and the Death Scythe, and go off to the Frontier Fleet. Between the two of them, I would say Japan is a better bet.
Okay.
Alright, so if there's no one able to chime in here, we'll just go ahead and head off for Japan here. Alright. 5, 4...
There's no one bad.
Alright, so we're going to Japan. I'm gonna get some super robots. Alright, I've decided. We're going to head for Japan. Understood. It's time to go back. It's been a while since we've been to Japan. I wonder if we'll get to meet that rumored Mazinger Z. From now on, Ptolemy will be acting as the Celestial Being's mothership. Ptolemy? It's the Ptolemaeus' nickname. This ship doesn't have any weapons after all. Now that we've been discovered, it'd be difficult for us to move alone. We'll be acting with you from now on. We should go ahead and introduce ourselves. Alright, I'll start. I'm the operator, Christina Shera. Call me Chris. Let's see. I'm Rihindal. Sorry. Just call me Rihidi. Rasayalan. Normally I'm supposed to be the gunner. Since the Ptolemy doesn't have weapons, I'm the sub-navigator. Felt Grace. I'm the combat operator. Let's see. You got that Ian guy we met before, and a doctor, Miss Sumragi, and the 4 Gundam Meisters. So that's Celestial Being? We've also got support members spread out. Sumragi. Seems like she's got some circumstances, huh? No, Miss Sumragi, I have something I wanted to talk to you about. What is it? So long as it's not asking for a raise, I'll be sure to hear you out. As expected, a tactical officer saw straight through me. It's not that. If you're going to Japan, let me take Akupchin separately from you for a while. I need to go to the Axio labs and get some maintenance performed on the Brasta. Are you trying to escape? If I intended to do that, I would have done so long ago. Yeah. But at the very least, I decided I needed to get some permission first. See. I mean, for people like you of Celestial Being, you may not care or know, but I've got my own mission after all. Well, I've got to make sure it gets carried out. What is that? I'm interested. I have to pay back my debt. And it's more... Wow, that's way more normal than I'd thought. And I've instantly lost interest. And this is why women are... Alright, Mr. Muragi, is it alright? Alright, I give permission. But I want you to take Rasei along with you as an observer. Nice to meet you, Ditter. Just going on a date with a strong-looking guy. Yeah. Even though I don't like women, it's not like I like machos.
I've got all the crew's actual names now. I'm not sure which one is to which. Lasse Aeon, yes. Lichtendal.
Lichtendal Tseri, that was the one I didn't have, yes. So we had Christina, Sierra, Felt Grace, Lichtendal Tseri, and Lasse Aeon.
And as per usual, Double O's names make absolutely no sense.
Yep. Back to the Scott Labs.
Closest one to an
And
actual
so,
name.
what's going on with the number 0? It's about 80% complete. Of course, it's even better than we'd expected. Have you succeeded activating the VX system? I guess so. Oh? For someone like you, who's always so full of confidence, that's a pretty cute response. Go ahead and say it if you don't understand it. Besides, even if you don't understand it, you can use it, can't you? Shut up, you. Once we finish the analysis, I'll be sure to pay you back for this. Alright. I'll enjoy it when that day comes. And please do try and do something about it before I die here. Are you trying to say that you want me to stop your breathing myself? When I hear you say it, it somehow doesn't seem a joke. I'm the kind of woman who's always serious. By the way, it seems as though the signal I'm receiving from you is pretty bad. Well, after all, the dimensional boundaries over the Pacific have been rather odd lately. Isn't it something from that? Wait a minute. Where are you right now? I'm in Japan. Of course, I came here. I wanted to see that number 0 for myself. Carlos Axio Jr.? What are you trying to do to me? What a wonderful boss. Here we are now in Japan, the Axion Company's third defensive laboratory. So, who are you? Didn't I tell you, miss? I came here to get the Brasta fixed. Brasta. Number 0. Hey. Huh. You know about the Brasta, miss? Don't call someone like that miss. Oh well. Well, I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Crowe Broost. Just call me Crowe. So what's your name, miss? Esther Airhouse.
Oh.
Okay, Esther. With this you got no complaints, right? Don't get so upset. Your lovely face is gonna go to waste. Shut it! Don't be so familiar with me. Do you want me to rip out your tongue? Or do you want me to pour some habanero peppers into those shabby shiny eyes of yours? Hey, aren't you being a bit too much here? Did I do something to you? Your existence itself pisses me off. This is just another sign that I was born under an unlucky star, huh? Alright, Esther. Here, I'll be sure to stay away from you from now on. So just hurry up and raise the gate so I can get through. Wait, I'm not done talking to you. Leave me alone. Having people single-mindedly force themselves onto me isn't my style. Or is it that you really do want me to make me hate women even more? Since you're the Brasta's pilot, you hunt dimensional beasts, right? Not that if I want to. Please, make sure that you take them all down. Don't even leave a single one left. What? That is why the number 0 was created, after all. Well, it's only a request to be expected, isn't it? Who are you? I'm just a passing through rich man. I'm just a passing through billionaire. If you have money, you can do anything! Do you have money? Not at all. Not at all. Oh, I'm so broke I could hurl. I understand well. You've got quite a debt, don't you? Does it really show on my face? The strong can instantly see, just as the strong can instantly see through the weak, the rich can instantly tell a poor loser. Well, I'll admit that you're right there. But it does kind of piss me off to have someone like you say it to my face. Haha, sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. But because I'm a billionaire, I can't possibly understand how a peasant such as you would feel. So, do you have some sort of business with me? Yeah. As a billionaire who appeared out of nowhere, are you intending to take on my debt? Sure! Seriously? Of course, with your condition. I want you to stop being number 0's test pilot. Yeah, you've got some connection to Axio, don't you? But I am getting paid for being the Brasta's pilot, you know? To give up on that and have my debt instantly paid off is a ridiculous story, don't you think? Of course, it's ridiculous. But it could be done in an instant if I wished it. I give up. You're trying to screw with the chief, aren't you? Oh, how incredible! I can't believe that a peasant like you was able to understand a billionaire like me! Even though you're broke! Quite emphasizing the fact that I'm poor. Hey you! Don't listen to a thing this guy has to say! Oh? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? I don't change how I talk regardless of who I'm against. If you're gonna get in the way of hunting dimensional beasts, then I'll stop you here. Please no, I'm opposed to violence. If you try and hurt me, there'll be a lot to pay. Don't worry, Esther. I don't intend to listen to a single thing this bonbon has to say. You're acting quite tough, aren't you, peasant? But you should bow before the power of money. Come on. I don't care about that. Yes. Besides, I'm gonna make sure that I pay off that debt my damn father incurred all myself, by my own power. I don't care about your debt. If you're gonna just get in that mech and beat those monsters. Oh, so annoying. Just be quiet. Yes. those who have not been able to tell, that is our boss's boss. One Carlos Axio Jr., billionaire and owner of the Axio Corporation. What's that alarm? This unknown's approaching! Crowe, what's happening? Seems that unknowns are showing up. Brasta, return to the ship. What are you gonna do? This is a good chance. What do you mean by a good chance? Hey, rich guy. There's no way you're gonna get me to leave the Brasta. It's been my partner for a long time here.
I assume I don't get the upgrade anywhere close to now.
No. Dimensional tremor. No, you have to wait for chapter 30. But this is not going to go well. Alright, I don't know what's gonna come, but I'll go ahead and show that rich guy my Brasta's power. And besides, if I mess around with the chief's enemies, maybe I'll get a special bonus. Imagine! Thought it would be Dimensional Beasts or Invaders or something, but now I've got even weirder stuff showing up. But I've still got to do the same thing as always. Everything's crazy here. Alright, Mr. Peasant. Let me see if you can actually use the VX.
So, these things are from...
Eureka 7, Pocket Full of Rainbows.
Oh, they're the Corallian thing.
Yes, they're the not Corallians. Yes. So for those who are interested, turn on the animations. Yes. I don't know what the hell these image things are. Why on earth are they even here? Nah, someone else can think about that. My job is still just to beat them out. Please trust me, you want to see what their attacks look like. So, for those who do not know, we have Eureka 7 in this game, but not the standard Eureka 7. We instead have the movie, Pocket Full of Rainbows, or Good Night Sleep Tight Young Lovers. In all honesty, I can't remember which is which. But yes, don't they look cute for a minute? And then...
yeah.
This isn't that wonderful. Just, you know, slightly weird monsters. Slightly weird.
They look vaguely better than the Invaders, though.
Yeah. Slightly less creepy.
That's just because of their death animations.
I don't remember what these guys do when they die.
That
yeah, they just
smooth
sort of float
dodging
about.
animation. That's very smooth dodge.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want.
It's almost like it's just hopping.
Yeah. Eye partly closes. And there we go. And they just crumble into sand. Hey, level up for Crowe. Just try and see if it actually eats him. I mean, it's a 30% chance. 1 in 3. Ow.
Not terribly painful, but not pleasant either.
Okay. Something else is coming. Is it Celestial Being? Nope. KLF? Is this the UN's anti-image task force? As a result of... Let's see.
Is that the devilfish?
Yes, he has the devilfish.
Why do you already have the devilfish?
Because that's what he had in the film.
Okay.
This is Holland Novak of the 303rd Division, operating under the Peace Preservation Council. We'll cooperate with you to take you out the Image. Peace Preservation Council, huh? It looks like I'll be already indebted to him a bit. But for an independent unit. Seems like they've got a special position even within the UN. Holland, that unit looks like it's Axion's new one. Axion stinks, there's something not right about Axion. Depending on the situation, we may need to take out that laboratory as well. Understood. So,
weren't they terrorists in series?
The Gecko State were terrorists. Technically. They, for the most part, didn't perform that many terrorist acts, but yes, they were considered terrorists as they were fighting against the government. These ones I don't even have any clue because I have not watched Pocket Full of Rainbows. Let's take a look at our new units. We have the Gecko Go.
I love the Gecko Go.
Yep. which has a 12-shot missile launcher, propulsor laser cannon barrage, map attack.
That's a lot of energy.
Hit the square button on it. So there's what it does.
Okay.
And three consecutive propulsor cannons. Has Tahoe, Kengo, and Moondoggy as the pilots. So yeah, you've got scan, focus, and trust. You have lock on there in the bottom, Mercy in the middle.
Oh, Mercy.
And this one, it's like direct assault or something like that. +2 attack to all weapons. +2 range to all weapons. Vigor and effort.
Okay, Moondoggy.
It doesn't have any post-movement weapons.
Have any.
And so then we have the Terminus 303 Devilfish.
Can't transform, but...
No. It's got homing lasers, long-range laser cannon, KLF squadron attack, and CFS activation.
What are the specialties?
It has barrier pierce and size ignore.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then the final one it has is CFS activation. But he doesn't have the will for it. For those who have never seen the show, CFS is fun.
They don't mention CFS at all, though, really, do they?
They mention CFS like twice in the series.
And then you have to see the games to really see everything about it.
Yep. If I keep on chasing these guys, maybe I'll find that eventually. I've already got one of the keys to it. All I have to do is find their spy robot now. Yes. All of the Eureka 7 units have just the best way of flying. They have sky surfboards. How can you get cooler than that? And these things just tackle you. They just fly about and run into you. Oh no. They do have a tackle as well, I believe.
That was a lot of damage.
Well, I mean, he's pretty squishy. This'll be a long move. But yes.
What did it choose as the support attack?
Assault combat pattern Phys.
Why?
Because that's what it needed to take it out.
Don't want to use another assault combat pattern Phys.
You could stay where you are and use the sniper rifle.
Right.
Or you could use the bayonet spiker.
Don't want to shoot that, though.
Or you can move closer and use the bayonet spiker. You have enough to be able to use it a couple of times. Crowe's almost halfway to being aced. It's only chapter 9. I think I got aced from on chapter 29. Yeah, turn on the animations. It's using lasers versus 3 consecutive propulsor cannons. So it's just gonna zip around and shoot us.
But of course, the ultimate question that will go is it going to hold higher than the sky?
I do not believe it does. But look at what the HP it has.
You were a far superior battleship to the Ptolemaios.
Yeah, the problem is you barely ever have the Gecko.
Really?
You only get it for a couple of chapters and then it disappears for the rest of the game.
That's a shame.
And you don't even have it get it here.
Is that because of the way that you went through the game, or is it just
always? You get it for a little bit and then it disappears. Along with Holland. They have their own agenda.
Makes sense. Okay, considering everything, there is more to the map.
Yeah, there's going to be more.
So I'm just gonna use the Gecko Go.
Alright, all the match have been confirmed destroyed. Holland, are you okay? Yeah, I didn't use the CFS that much after all. That Holland guy's KLF. Is that the rumored Devilfish? He can't be an ordinary guy to be able to use that. Dimensional boundaries are quaking. Not again. Dimensional tremor? Oh, my voice is getting worse. Yes, Dimensional Beasts appear. Dimensional Beasts. You're just like flies heading into Summer bugs heading into the flames. It's the perfect place for you to appear. What do we do, Holland? Shall we retreat? Wait, the Dimensional Beast may also have something to do with us. We need a bit more information. So we're gonna fight? Let's see. We understand the system they use to transport across dimensions weak, and also... Hey, can you hear me, Axio Unit? We'll help you out with them. Sorry to trouble you again, but you're helping out. Alright. Looks like it's time for me to start dealing with that Missy's request. Let's go, partner. Dimensional Beasts. I won't forgive you.
Still no SR point.
No, because the most important one of them has yet to appear. Are you going to leave ACP files to go?
No, where's the...
Click that.
Okay, it is this one.
Click triangle. Go to weapons. Alright, that's big. So homing lasers and bandit spectre. Ouch, Holland's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, that is quite rough, actually. I'm gonna try and bait.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, I would recommend using focus, but... Alright.
We'll
just hope that no one goes for Holland.
Or if people do go for Holland, just...
It's because your other attacks aren't going to do enough damage, but...
Yeah, I know they aren't going to do enough damage. It's not like I'm on a turn limit, though.
Yet.
That's
yep, there's quite a few of them. And I believe this is your last clutch sniper shot. Yep. Nope. Well done. Well, at the very least, you'll be getting your supply units here in a minute.
Yep, let's see what happens.
An unknown number of units are approaching. This is...
That.
Hey, you're still alive, Crowe! Ha! Looks like you made it safely as well. Well, that's nice, isn't it, Crowe? Your favorite foes appeared. Although they may be a meal ticket for me, but I can't even laugh at these numbers. Crow Roost. What is that? What's with that battleship in KLF? They're from the UN's Anti-Image Task Force. They're backing us up for now. Is that celestial being? Or appear so? As long as they don't come at us, we don't have any reason to deal with them. Seems as though they're targeting the Dimensional Beasts as well. We can ignore them. Alright, let's clean up these Dimensional Beasts and say hello to them. Wait, there's something else happening. Is there another Dimensional Tremor? No, this is different. This is way stronger than a Dimensional Tremor. This is a Dimensional Quake! Dimensional Quake? Don't tell me. Some dimensional disturbance on the level that swallows up entire places and people? Is this happening here? Don't know! Everyone, watch out! Holland! Yeah, this is exactly the same as that time! Damn it, what's happening? And now...
Oh.
More Dimensional Beasts appeared? They're different from what we've seen before. They're an entirely different type? Is it aiming for me? It's fast! And here we have... We shall find out more about this when we finish the stage.
That looks like a Dimensional Beast version of the Gurmon.
Yes, quite an attack here, isn't it?
Also, yeah, that is a really long attack. Doesn't matter. Death.
Mm-hmm. You've gotta be kidding. Crowe! All units, focus attack on the Dimensional Beasts. But, Crowe, We need to focus on the enemies in front of us. If we don't defeat them, we can't retrieve the Brasta. Okay. That white dimensional beast. This level's entirely different than the one we've seen till now. This seems as if it isn't just a different color than the others. This isn't the time to be blabbering. We've got to take care of them. Alright, so. Lose if you lose Tahoe or Holland, or the Ptolemaeus is destroyed. So, let's see. Within 3 turns, defeat all dimensional beasts other than the weird one. You win by defeating all other than the weird one.
Okay. Holland.
Yes, you have 3 turns. You might want to have him... You're either going to want to cast that, or have him hide in the ship.
I'm just going to cast that for a moment.
You'll be getting more reinforcements in a bit here.
Alright.
Wait.
Change Killer 2!
Only you can spot post movement. Yes, he does not have it yet. Excel yet. Okay, that should be close enough for you to hit something. With the drill missile. Animation on.
And I can trust Getter 2. It's good and dodgy.
Not quite enough.
Not quite enough.
65% hit rate from the enemy.
Ooh, that was not actually focused.
Yeah. That hit. That was enough for that.
That was enough.
Only because you'd hit it before. Be sure to keep the Ptolemaeus far from combat. Remember, if you need it, Aoi has Accelerate, or she can cast the other thing. Will Up.
I have 2 turns to get rid of all of them, so that's reasonable.
3 turns, I believe.
I just wish everything had Accelerate, you know?
Yeah, which is why it's so helpful in Z3 that Zex's ace bonus applies Accelerate to everyone. You have Focus and Instinct.
Let's go ahead and Focus, just because Focus applies for a full turn, doesn't it?
Yes. And Holland is the first character I think we have with Instinct, which is super important skill.
What does it do?
That combines Flash and Block On to give you 100% hit rate and 100% dodge rate. You've still got 1 unit left.
Ptolemaeus.
Alright, if you want to leave it that far away, go ahead. Yep. Ominous music continues. Drill Storm. Drill Storm. Any counters? It's quite an attack, isn't it?
No, I'm almost tempted to try and use Getter 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
You know, just because...
Daisetsu's on Roshi?
You never use Getter 3. If you can help it, you avoid using Getter 3 at all costs.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, CFS.
Oh, sweet. Get to see what this looks like.
Hopefully you get to see the weird stuff Holland has strapped to his head. Yep.
I imagine it's
So I believe the explanation for this is that in order to use the devilfish, you need stuff constantly injecting special drugs into your bloodstream to keep you from passing out. Yeah.
Okay. That looks very much like like what was going on with Type the End.
Yes, he's initializing the compact feedback system. Which is supposed to enable you to mimic the skills of other legendary pilots. At least in the original Arca 7. Who knows what it does here? He was talking about souls. Where is your soul? There it is. They're strong. This rate will have problems if combat continues. But we can't just leave them alone. We've got to keep on going until either of us collapse. Wait! There are units rapidly approaching the area! And now...
Oh no.
Mazinger Z? It's not just that. The 21st Century Defense Corporation's attack guards here. An entire army of super robots. So that's... the UN Special Forces we're supposed to be meeting with? Dimensional Beasts! You've appeared again! But I haven't seen this type before. If we leave them alone, there'll be a lot of casualties in the area. We've got to stop them here. Are you guys prepared, Yuki? Aoyama? Even in your case, even if we weren't prepared, you'd still keep charging in. Remember, we're supposed to be salesmen here. Don't push your luck, Akagi. Hey! It doesn't matter who our enemies are. We'll keep on launching missiles at them. Understood, President! We support you with full power! Kinoshita! Ikua, are we ready? Yes! We'll follow the President! Since it's come to this, we'll do it with a bang! With a bang! This is the Crusher Squad. This is the leader of the Crusher Squadron from the UN Priest Preservation Council, Kenshi. As of now, we're living with Celestial being exterminating the Dimensional Beasts. Crusher Squad. So they're the people we're supposed to be cooperating with? Leave the greenies for later. You guys, you're gonna help out? Don't pull us down! What's with you? Is that anything to say to people you're just meeting? Koji! You ignore it for now. Let's go, Wada! Seems like they've got an entirely different style than us here. Alright, Dimensional Beasts. I'll show you the power of the Mazinger Z my grandfather left me!
So now I need to defeat all of what?
Defeat all Dimensional Beasts other than the question marks. The question mark one. So you've got two different types. Ow.
I don't even want to show its animation.
At least not that one. Oh dear. So, here we have a Dimensional Beast Damon Horn equipped versus the Diebusters Knockguard. Alright. Everyone else in the 2nd Division has been vacuuming people from the area. Let's go, Yuki Aoyama! Even if you don't say. Hey, quit just talking! Watch their movements! If you just keep on wobbling about like that, we can't defeat them! Think a bit! Correct. Alright! It's come time. I'll push straight through and keep on going! You aren't hitting us at all, are you?
Die guard.
Yes.
Diebuster.
Diebuster? I meant Die Guard.
You would infinitely prefer.
Yes, the Die Buster is far cooler than the Die Guard, but yes. Yeah. Bonk.
Of course, not yet.
It just keeps on running. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. And does that do what I think it does?
What?
Yes, indeed. Getting hit with that attack lowers your will.
Oh, fun. At least you can't.
And because of that, you got pushed low enough you couldn't use that attack anymore.
At least you can't. Oh, you can.
Using long-range laser cannons. Yeah. Or why not swap to the KLF squadron? Why? You're going to use that. Alright. So, here come the other units from the Gecko Go. The 808 and the 606, I believe.
Based on this, I imagine that the Nirvash with Rented and Eureka was sunk up during a conventional quake. That just seems likely.
Please remember that this is an entirely separate world than the original. Yes, I believe the purple one is the 808 and the yellow is the 606. Yellowy orange.
All I know for certain is Holland's terminus is the R909 and the Devilfish is R303.
Yeah.
Hey, that did something.
And you're just going to want to try and get out of the way of this. Defend or dodge, one of the two. Do not tank it. I would say just go ahead and defend, really.
Yeah.
Defend and then hide in the ship. Because this is going to hurt. This thing is like a level 30 plus monster. You're not supposed to be able to kill it until like chapter 30.
I thought I dodged it for a second.
Yeah. Dimensional Beasts are big on crystals. Oh, and that drains energy. Fun.
A lot of energy, too. I was like,
as
30
I said,
energy.
it's like a level 30 enemy. So, have him hide in the battleship. Yeah. And let's take a look at our new units. Actually, no. Have someone attack first so that we can get rid of this music. Check what he can do first. Yeah, he's at 120 will.
So I might as well.
So if he gets 10 more will, he can transform.
Alright, in that case, Mazinger.
Yeah, you want to move Mazinger far closer or not move at all. So, he has lock on and accelerate.
Lock on it is. That was not a very good chance.
Alright, here we go. Photon energy beam! What's that, Koji? That oddly colored dimensional beast. It's completely different from everything we've seen so far. Dorsaka! The Mazinger my grandfather left me won't lose to something like that. Come on, me dimensional beast! Buster and I will take you on! Ultimate attack.
For now.
Photon energy beam! Fires up. And just blasts with full power. Eat this! Not what the Mazinger is most famous for, but...
That would either be the rocket punch or the breast burn.
Rocket punch is what it's famous for. Also note, those guys have barriers.
Oh, that's what that was.
Dimensional fault barrier. Alright, so let's take a look at what everyone can do here. To start off, we got the shuttle. It's crap.
Yeah.
It has missiles!
Can it repair at least?
It has
Refuel.
resupply.
Resupply, that's
So that's nice.
better, actually.
But it is pretty worthless. But hey, at least it's got a bunch of pilots. Yeah.
That's something.
And one of them can drain will from enemies. Next up, we have the invincible robot Trider G7. It has Vulcan missiles, the Trider cutter, the Trider chain, Trider javelin, and Trider bird attack.
I was gonna say, none of this seems to be taking up a bunch of energy.
Yeah, and then the Trider bird attack. It can transform into a flying mode. But you'll probably wish it hadn't.
I don't think I even want to
And
see it.
then we have the pilot, Takeda Wada. He's an elementary schooler. He's the president of his own company. Yep. He has Spirit Command's Vigor and Effort. He has the special skills, President, which gives plus 5 PP to everyone still alive on the map. Prevail level 4, and Fighting Spirit, which is plus 10 will at start of stage. Yep. Here we have Koji and the Mazinger. He has Prevail level 6, the skill that gives plus 4 will, plus 3 will from turn 2 on, and will up on taking damage. He's also got Lock On and Accelerate, as we said. The Mazinger has Energy Restore Small, which is nice, because pretty much everything it does consumes energy. For attacks, it has Tackle, Rocket Punch,
The only one that doesn't.
Rust Hurricane, which inflicts armor down, very nice, Breastfire, and Photon Energy Beam, which pierces through barriers and ignores size differences. Related note, we have the Aphrodite Alpha, which is a repair unit. It has Prevail level 2, Smart Defense level 1, and Guard. She has Vigor and Cheer, which is super important, meaning she doubles EXP gain for someone. Why you want to have her out on pretty much every map. Her only attacks are Tackle and Aphrodite missiles. Guard has the special skill Salaryman, which boosts PP on enemies killed / level up. Prevail level 6, which is active because he's taken a lot of damage, and plus 10 will at start a stage. No, this is the one that's plus 3 from turn 2 on. He also has 2 subpilots. He's got Effort and Guts. We've got Vigor. We've got Vigor and Accelerate.
Sounds right.
It can resupply. It's a combat competent resupply robot. There aren't too many of those. Yeah, it's got Tackle, Punch, Finger net arm, which decreases opponent mobility. Drill arm, they've somehow got it working. Because, you know, it's kind of hard having a big spinny gyroscopic thing on your arm way out in front of you. They had problems with that in series. And the Knot Buster, for taking out Heterodynes. Here we have the Cosmo Crusher, which is pretty much worthless.
It's a plane.
It's a shuttle. It's got this guy Kenji with support attack level 2, counter level 4, will up on hit. He has focus and wall. Subpilots have direct attack and lock on, vigor and accelerate, scan and trust. The only notable thing about it is it has a jamming functionality, so plus 10 hit evade to itself and adjacent allies.
That seems like it would be a lot better in C3.
Its 2 attacks are the Cosmo Laser and Triple Laser. And then finally we have Gaia. Yes, it looks dorky.
It looks far better
but
as
it is
God
very
Mars.
good. So, its pilot, Takeru Myojin, has Vigor, Instinct, and Fighting Spirit, which will boost his will by 10. So you could just instantly do that if you wanted. He also has a special skill, ESP level 5, which boosts his hit, evade, defense chances, that sort of stuff. Level 4, and Spiritual Defense, which prevents any pilot-afflicting debuffs from hitting him, like will down and such. His robot has both a very good thing and a very bad thing. At 130 will, it can evolve into the 6th God combination God Mars, which is a big tough thing like Dan Cougar Nova. But it also has an anti-proton bomb baked into it. If it dies, you game over. Instantly. Fun! And it only has 2 attacks right now. It has Shockwave Beam and Energy Shockwave.
Is that if the Gaia dies as well?
Yes, if either the Gaia or the God Mars dies. So,
That's fun.
yep.
Yeah, let's just go ahead.
Alright, so see what all you need to take out.
Clump over there. So I need to get him over there.
You need to get someone over there. Alright, and now we have the God Mars, so let's see what it can do. It has Tackle, God Fire, Mars Slash, and the final God Mars. In all honesty, you probably want to wait so that you can see if you can pull off the final God Mars, because it's really pretty and hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead and let it get a kill. Who cares? I don't.
Why not?
Alright, Trider Bird Attack!
It might work.
Oh, you! I don't know where you came from, but we won't let you do as you want with the Earth! Let's go! In order to protect the company my father left me and the face of this world, Trider and I will go forth!
Bird attack.
Take this! Trider special move! Trider Bird Attack! Yes, this is very much an old series. Typically by looking at the portraits you can kind of tell how old the series is. Yeah, this is a pretty old one. Although I believe it is the newest of the Invincible series. We'll get all 3 of the Invincible Robo series in this eventually.
Banjo Haran.
Yes.
He has a nice bonus. He has my favorite of the suits as well.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. Oh well.
So they're pretty beat up. You may want to use Vigor, since you've got 2 guys who can do it. Yeah, have her use it. There you go. Not Buster or Drill Arm.
There's chances to finish off, so.
Yeah, so Nut Buster. I love the way the Daguard's weapons look. As basically it uses giant pile bunkers, but they have to have it flown in because...
It's a real super.
Yes, the Daguard was a super robot designed to be more like a real robot. As in they have to, you know, patch it up bit by bit. actually have the laws of physics take effect, and spend hours filling out paperwork after every deployment.
Good.
Just barely enough. You were like within 100 damage there.
Yeah.
But alright. I would, yeah, still wait here. Send up the guys up top to do some more. Because, yeah, I don't think you have enough. The triple laser.
Why not?
I just love the Godmars theme for how old it sounds. Yep.
Oh wait, that's 3 separate...
Yes. Yes. It splits into 3 things. Yeah. It's a thing. Patch up whoever needs it. Probably you.
Oh, you can patch yourself up?
Yes.
That's not always a thing.
Do 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 do.
And that turned off. Oh well.
Oh well, this isn't an attack we see often. Nick, as his shoulder bits flip up and turn into cannons. Virtue's got a pretty good design, even if it's not the best mech. Not enough for a kill, but he dealt more than half its health.
It'll be enough to get the kill on someone else.
Yep. It's just a question of who.
Sure. Should be able to. Sure.
There's Lock-on talking about how, you know, fighting these guys makes me feel like I'm hunting.
I trusted you, Lock-on. You failed
Until
me.
you used a weak attack. Anyways.
Alright, what's that remaining?
Decide which gutter to use. You got the Wilford dissects on Orochi.
Probably a little
Doesn't
best
move close enough.
someone.
There's really no point to giving the Gecko any kills, as it just kind of disappears. But yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're gonna do it.
And away.
So, yes, now you have the Axia. Basically, everyone needs skills. So, but hey, anyone's counterattack will take that out. So the real problems are the ones with the red horns. They're what you need to put extra effort into killing.
Do you have any...
So you have effort and... So Musashi has guts and effort.
It might be a good idea to heal, but...
You have 2 people. You have 2 guys on his side, his group, who can heal. Or you could try and move the Ptolemaeus up.
What's this one do?
That's doubles EXP gain. Yoma's got lock on and he's got vigor. Which is 30%.
Bigger. That's all I really needed.
Such as on Orochi.
It's not an attack we get to see almost ever.
Yep.
So how often do you intentionally go to Getter 3?
Yeah, you really don't use the Gutter 3 much because it's designed for water combat, and you never want to do water combat in a Super Robot Wars game. Never.
There are at least.
Not quite enough. How beat up is he now? Yeah, he's okay.
He's back to where he was.
I'll move them a bit further along if you're gonna do that. Because, I mean, there's a big clump of them down there. I do not count as being a large-sized mech. What are these guys? Is it not just a different color? Don't tell me. The fact that these guys appear has something to do with that quake before? Let's see, you have Godmars, Ptolemus.
What?
You are one will shy.
Well, I know how to do that. Okay.
Yes, you have a couple that are weak. If you can hit any of them, finish them. Finish him.
One.
Well, you're not super likely to, but you lock on. Down there at the bottom. Lock on. So that way you can show off the final god bars. Because this attack...
How many times can I use it?
This attack we're about to see is a real treat. Not quite. You can use it twice. Takeru! We'll back you up! You don't need to hold back. Do what you want. Everyone. See, we are protecting you just because it's our job. It's because you're our friend. So Takeru, fight as your heart wills you. Even though I'm an alien, even though I'm from the planet Gishin. I mean, this guy I'm in has the power to destroy the world. Everyone believes in me. Watch over me, Father. I'll protect this world with my friends. The power of this deity, the god Mars. And this is so old school. So old school but beautiful. As the god Mars is very much a Power Rangers Super Sentai level combining mecha.
But it's only piloted by one person.
Yes. It's entirely fueled by his telekinesis. Whoa. Final God Mars! I just love the sparkles.
At some point I'm actually going to have to try and watch this.
And you can, it's on Crunchyroll. So, yeah. Chop in half.
I will kill it though.
Nope, it killed!
Oh!
Dynamic finish. As the God Mars is crying, it almost looks like.
That was far better in C3. Oh god, that would have been a kill even at full.
Yep. It's the God Mars. It's large, it's heavy, it's a powerful tool. And that's all you have for now. The God Mars, that's part of the reason I kept on using the God Mars despite that anti-proton bomb. Because it really is just that good.
Shuttle took it for me.
Yep. Gen Beam Saber. Yep. We have enough to tank that. Does a bit of damage there. Yeah. Defend.
Will you survive? Yes.
But energy goes down.
The dice sets resolve.
So it looks like you've got 4 things left to clean up.
7.
So, you could get her up to that.
Oh, she has it.
Yeah, I told you that. So, decide who you want to clean up what.
I want to get a kill on that with her.
I will take it out.
Sure.
Is he the one you want to get the kill on?
Well, actually,
I would go ahead and focus on getting the Mazinger, Getter, and God Mars kills here at this point. Because those ones... The God Mars is a character you want to ace immediately. because when you ace Godmars, he gets something called Special A class.
Yeah, his ESP automatically raises to level 9.
And he gains 10 SP per turn. Yes. Breast burn! Flames everywhere, scorching across the land.
How is that a range 1 attack?
Because it has to be short range. You know, the further you get, the less focused the heat is. And I mean, you have to think of the scale of some of these robots. I mean, remember that in Z3, the Gunbuster is 200 meters tall, and yet I would just use one of the weaker ones. Let's go for the Mars Slash. The Earth. I'll protect my second home. Mars Flash. Just materializes from the belt buckle. Oh. Just chops it in half. Sparkly purple flames. Use the tail unit if you can. So if you can use the Danku sword there, you can probably take it out. Are you going to use the Getter Beam, since you have yet to show that off?
Yep.
And the most famous attack of the Getter 1. You're full of openings! Kira Beam! The standard beam comes out of the filter in the stomach, blasts across the landscape. The power of evolution.
Really not that impressive an attack.
Not compared to, say, the Shin Getter's version, but... or the forehead Getter beam it has. I can't say for certain, but I think the Danku sword should be able to do it.
Let's try and do something, but whatever.
Sorry, but you're not my type. There's no chance. Danku sword.
So much energy to use that.
Yeah. It's far cheaper for the Max God, I believe. Because by that point, you've got far more attacks to use it on.
Yep, dynamic kill.
Yep. And with that, you should have the SR point. Yep. Disappears, and we've lost audio.
We've lost audio?
We've lost audio. Okay. It retreated, huh? If it had kept on fighting, that could have been bad. Still too early to stop worrying. That Dimensional Beast. It's entirely different than the ones we've seen so far. So, do you think it didn't disappear like all the others? So do you think it's still in this world? What's going on?
Did your headphones die?
It could be. It does indeed appear. No.
No?
It's completely different from all the other things we've seen so far.
Sorry about the audios. Headphones just died.
Yes. And so, Felt, can we track where it went? It's impossible. We've completely lost it. All we can do is leave it to the UN. At any rate, it looks like we were able to deal with things. It's all thanks to their assist. Celestial being, can you answer me? You see. I've already heard about this situation from the commander of our Crusher Squadron. Let's see, Captain Oke, or something like that. Actually, I do not know the name of this guy. I've just always thought of him as the commander of the Crusher Squadron. Yes. It seems as though that boatman guy's introduction wasn't a lie. But we can't underestimate them. Depending on the situation, we may need to retreat with the Gundams alone. We're going to go ahead and guide you to our base now. Come with us! This is Sumeragi Noriega of the Celestial Being. We'll follow your orders. Can you hear me, Crusher Squadron? Answer me! Oh, I've got music back.
Yeah,
good. This is Kenji. We've successfully rendezvoused with Celestial Being. Oh, good work. I've got an emergency alert to warn you about before that. Let's see. As of now, dimensional quakes have been reported all over the world. And it appears as though the boundaries of the Dark Continent have suddenly opened. What? That isn't it. At the same time, a mysterious unknown space fleet has appeared within the solar system. Does that mean the aliens are gonna come again? Fun. Yeah. As we suspected, the dimensional quake was the key to that. So, it's starting. The rebirth of the legends. And they just leave. They left, huh? Those people. Seems like they were surprised about that dimensional quake before. The Dark Continent opening up. The Dark Continent has opened. An unknown space fleet has appeared. And on top of that, weird dimensional beasts cropped up. The world is going to change yet again. Of course. But I guess that's convenient for us. We need to figure out how to deal with things after this. All units, rendezvous with Celestial Being and return to the battle camp. Understood. All units return to the Ptolemais. We're going to head off to the Crusher team's base. Wait, Miss Sumeragi. What do we do about Crowe? Don't worry about him. I've already retrieved both him and the Brasta. Who are you? To him, I'm his owner who's even scarier than demons. Thanks to the skill pilot, everyone gained 5 PP. Except poor Crowe. Poor Crowe. The battle camp commander's room. However, why on earth did that boatman guy tell Celestial Being to cooperate with us? Hello, Elgin Roddick. Nice to see you again. His current objective is unclear. However, given the exceptional circumstances, their support will be incredibly useful. And so, as representative from the United Nations, I've formally extended an invitation to the members of that unknown fleet. See, as that's occurring, the Crusher Squadron will act with Celestial Being to protect the populace and go on an investigation of the Dark Continent. Can we trust Celestial Being, sir? Let's see. Determining that is also going to be a part of your mission. However, in addition, we've also been studying about that new type of dimensional beast you encountered mentioning. You mentioned encountering. This is the end of my orders to you. So that man is the representative of the Peace Preservation Committee, Elgin Roddick. Yes. Even in the United Nations, which is being ruled over by the 3 great countries, he holds a fair amount of sway. Let's see. Thanks to his tireless effort and ideals, we've been slowly advancing our causes. And I suppose that this meeting with Celestial Being is part of that? Since Representative Elgin decided it, we have nothing to do but go along with it. Let's see. I'm appointing you as our combat advisor to the Dark Continent. Understood. I shall give my utmost to ensure this mission succeeds. The salon of the battle camp. As I've explained to you before, as was explained to you earlier, the Crusher Squadron and Celestial Being shall be moving together to investigate the Dark Continent. The Dark Continent. At the time of the Great Dimensional Quake, a dimensional barriers suddenly enfolded the lower part of Africa. And we're going to be investing in that area. I wonder what's waiting there. And in addition, we're going to be a celestial being as well. Please be quiet. They've already been accepted as a trustworthy ally here, and are going to be moving with us from now on. I'm sure that everyone has their own thoughts about it, but for the mission here at least, everyone needs to prevent any conflicts. I thank you for your assistance, Commander. Miss Sumeragi. Miss Sumeragi, I hope for your sake that everything goes smoothly. Yes. However, if anything does go wrong with your group, we will hold you accountable. Understood. Let's see. We shall do our best to ensure that nothing goes wrong. It seems as if it's going to be pretty hard for us to get along here. Well, I mean, we got no choice about it. They are a secret organization after all. But from now on, they're our allies, right? I guess that's how it is. So I guess we'll start with introductions. I'm Kabuto Koji, the Mazinger Z's pilot. Let's see. We've already heard quite a bit about it. It uses photon energy as its power source, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a super robot that my grandfather built. Professor Juzo Kabuto. Let's see. I heard that he died when Dr. Hell started his world conquest. Yeah, my grandfather left. When he did so, Gramps left Mazinger Z to me. And I've been fighting alongside the Crusher Squad in order to make sure that I can help someone with that power. Huh, aren't you impressive? I like your guts, kid. I may still be immature. But I've been learning from the people at the Kurogane House. The Kurogane House? It's a legendary onsen at Nekai, I want to say the place's name is. Still haven't looked up that place name. Yes. Amongst people in the know, it's known as the go-to inn. You know a lot, don't you? I read it. Of course, I'm an avid reader of Men's Monthly Onsen, after all. Let's see. Koji here, his younger brother Shiro's been staying there and helping out. I'm Sayaka Yumi, the pilot of the Aphrodite A. You're the daughter of Professor Yumi of the Photon Energy Research Institute, right? I read about you in Men's Robot Monthly. Don't tell me, do you know about me as well? Of course, you're Takeda Wada, right? Even though you're an elementary schooler, you're the president of the Do-It-Alls of the universe, the Takeda General Company. And in addition, you pilot the giant robot Trider G7. Hehe, I've become famous too! Huh? An elementary schooler's a president? The Takeda General Company is something my father left to me. Yes, since his father died and he's been acting as the young president. I do not know the names of any of the Trider guys, but yes.
I'll try to look them up, but there's no guarantees I'll find anything.
Yeah. You have their second in command here, this old man. You have slightly further down in sales, who's also their main mechanic. You have lower down in sales, poor Kinoshita, this guy, and then Miss Ikure. Yeah.
Umemaru Kakikoji.
Yeah, okay. Kakikoji is the old guy.
Tetsuo Atsui.
Okay, that's the second guy. Kinoshita something.
Tohachiro Kinoshita.
Yeah. Kinoshita, Tohachiro, and Ikue Sunurara. Alright. So in other words, your company is cooperating with the UN? Yeah, we knew the captain of the Crusher Squad was friends with my dad before. Besides, we're the Do-It-All Company of the universe. We'll accept any request. And here I thought you were just a half-baked brat. Seems we can rely on you. Let me just say this here, but we aren't the only company that's participating with the Crusher Squadron. Yes, next up is us. We're the 2nd Division of the 21st Century Defense Corporation. 21st Century Defense Corporation. Let's see. From what I'd heard, you guys were a specialized civilian company designed to protect against the invasion of those heterodynes that appeared 12 years ago. Yep. Let's see. Didn't you design that die guard thing that's supposed to be used for the protection of Japan? That's exactly right. Although, since that time 12 years ago, they haven't reappeared until just recently. I'm the person in charge of the die guard at the moment. But our company took it over for the moment. And so, since the heterodynes have appeared again, you activated the die guard? Yes. Usually the die guard was supposed to be for specialized for anti-heterodyne warfare, but our president decided to do some other stuff. Yes. So they formed a contract with the UN, and now they're fighting alongside them. Yes. I'm the division head. I do not know any of these guys' names, and it's simply hard to do. Yes, so there's like a dozen people who are going to come up here and not have that much to do. So, yes. We have the chief of the head of the division, vice head of the division, another guy. This guy's name is Taguchi. That much I can read. Yes, nice to meet you. I've heard about celestial beings on the television and newspaper. Nice to meet you. Yes. And here we have Oyama, Nakahara. Can't read this person's name. And I think Taniguchi. No, Tanigawa.
Fuka Tanigawa, Chiaki Nakahara, Noriko Oyami. There are a lot of names.
Yes, they have like a dozen people.
The president is Okoichi?
Yes, not the president we want. This looks like probably Osugi is the guy we wanted there, the old man. Yes. You've got quite a lot of people there. Yes. Osugi, okay. Hi, Osugi. Yes. Yes, so they're going to be heading off to the Dark Continent with us. Alright, now's my turn! I'm the main pilot of the Die Guard, Akagi! Nice to meet ya! I'm the navigator, Ibuki. And I'm in charge of the mechanics. The mechanical movement of it. Aoyama, nice to meet you. Only one of them seems really fired up about it. It's exactly like you said. Come on, you guys, put some more spirit into it, Ibuki! You may, I mean, a hot-blooded idiot like you may be happy that we're fighting alongside the Crusher Squad. We're having enough trouble just dealing with the Heterodynes. Mecha beasts, aliens, and then these weird expedition forces. We don't want to have anything to do with that. What, Aoyama? Are you really that upset? It's only because I'm getting dragged along with you all the time. This guy. He feels like he's got the same role as me. Please try our best, you three. Yeah. Remember, whenever you go out, and we'll pay you extra danger fees. Leave it to me! Leave it to me. Captain Akagi will try his best. And then, all of you will be operating under my orders. I won't allow any unnecessary operations or confusion. That was just a way of expressing my enthusiasm. You're harsh, old man. So you're the former tactical specialist of the Crusher Squadron? Yes. Someone Nakashiro. No, someone Tashiro. I have no idea his name. Kanji are fun, people. There's like a dozen ways you can read certain ones. Yes. My former job was as a defense advisor for the Japanese military, but now I'm cooperating with the 21st Century Defense Company. He's going to be your on-the-scene commander for this upcoming expedition. My main job is related to the Die Guard, but I'll be in charge of all machines this time. Understood. We look forward to working with you. So the captain of the Crusher Squad and their combat advisor are different people? Well, the Crusher Squadron was initially a special squadron under the Space Preservation Council, which really only had the Cosmo Crusher as their combat machine. In other words, the people riding the Cosmo Crusher are the former members. Yeah. Yes. I'm the head of the former Crusher Squadron, Kenji. Nice to meet you. I'm Naoto. I'm in charge of shooting. I'm Akira, navigator of the Cosmo Crusher. I'm Mika. I'm in charge of the radar and communications. And finally, this here is Takeru Myojin. Takeru's got some special circumstances, so I'll go ahead and explain for him. He's actually from the Gishin system. Gishin? Isn't that the name of the... Isn't that where the aliens who attacked the Earth are from? He's... an alien? 17 years ago, back when he was a baby, he was sent to Earth along with the Gaia, and was raised by human parents. And so even though he may be from the Gishin system, his heart is that of a human, and he's been fighting on behalf of the Earth. Is that serious? You sure he's not some enemy spy? Leave it at that. Don't say any more. If you're gonna say anything... If you try and say any more, Takeru's ESP is not gonna shut up. ESP? Takeru's a pretty impressive psychic, you know? Guy and the God Mars are both controlled entirely by his psychic powers. Oh, hey.
Wait, is someone? Apparently someone's updating the wiki with this.
This. Of course, if you're going to keep on pressing Takeru like this, we're going to be your opponents first. Naoto. Takeru may be an alien, but he's our friend. Of course. Please, trust him. Alright. Huh? If the people who've been with you so long trust you, then there's nothing we can say about it. People who've just met you like us have no place saying things about you. That's how it is. Let's see. If there are people who believe you're an ally, then we won't complain. But what I have to talk about isn't just where I'm from. When I die, the anti-proton bomb that's been embedded in Gaia's body will explode and destroy the Earth. What? Oh, poor Setsuna. The entire Earth will explode? This is the truth. The Emperor of Gishin Zul fears the Earth. And so when he sent Gaia 17 years ago, he planned on having it explode and blowing up the planet. Yes. And because of that, he's been trying his hardest to have Takeru killed. Can we not remove that anti-proton bomb thing? Unfortunately, with current technology available to us, that's impossible. Why are you allowing such a dangerous person to fight, then? Since the people from Gishin are aiming for Takeru, who having him fight is the greatest form of defense. And besides, his god Mars is an incredible source of power. Incredible source of power for us. So in other words, offense is the best defense. That's exactly right. Our Crusher Squad has been tasked with protecting Takeru. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. If he was attacked while everyone else was gone and then killed, the Earth would be over. So having him fight alongside us will protect him, huh? Maybe that I am from Gishin, but I love the Earth just like everyone else. So long as I have life left in my body, I'll fight and protect this planet. Alright, Takeru. Look forward to working with you. You're the last line of defense for the Earth. Don't go and die on us. Yes! So is everyone here from Celestial... So are all Celestial Beings members here? No, we've got one other guy. But he got blown up in that fight against the Dimensional Beasts and is currently recovering at Axion. Let's see. We just received word from that Axion lab. Mr. Crowe has recovered consciousness. Alright! That's one more thing make us... That's one thing to take off our minds. Ah, well, he's the kind of guy who wouldn't die until he pays back his debts, right? If that's so, then maybe he'll be immortal. Oh, Crowe. But I bet he's pretty sad, too. I mean, taking out Dimensional Beasts was supposed to be his specialty, and yet he's got taken out by them. I wonder... So, after rendezvousing with him, the Ptolemaists shall head off to the Dark Continent. A mysterious land that's been closed off by dimensional boundaries. We don't know what's waiting there, so all we can do is wait. This world has changed for those dimensional quakes. I guess we're going to have to revise our plan further. However, we are celestial beings. Our will shall not falter. Yeah, lots of story here. Back to Axiom. Medical room of the Axiom 3rd Defensive Lab. It seems you've opened your eyes. Hey, are you okay? I knew it. I'm in hell. What? There's a witch and a little demon by my side. I knew it. It's because I didn't pay back my debts, isn't it? I'm glad you're alive. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Well, if you're able to joke around, you should be fine. You're crazy as always. I wasn't intending to joke about the fact that there was a witch here, but so I got taken out by that white beast, huh? The Brasta took quite a bit of damage too. It's pretty hard to patch it up. Hey, sorry. Even though you were worried about me, I was joking about. I don't care about that. Please, take out that dimensional beast. Esther. That white dimensional beast. Actually, we saw it one time before, 1 year ago. What? As you know, it's got incredible power. In just a few minutes, it wiped an entire town off the map. What was the name of that town? It was in the west of Texas, a town called Ordis. The entire town got wiped off the map and there were no survivors left. There was almost nothing left. The only reason we were able to confirm its existence is because of the one survivor of that place. Don't tell me. Yeah. The only survivor was this girl, Esther. So you're the survivor of Ordis. I won't forgive those dimensional beasts. It's not just that MD, all of them. MD? Moby Dick. Huh. For a giant white monster. Guess that's the perfect name for it.
Ah, so that's what that was.
Hey, Chief. If I'm able to take out that MD, how much of a bonus will you give me? Sorry, Crowe. Oh, but our development fees are going up in smoke. The most I could give you is 10G. That's more than enough for me. Hey, once I I'm a pro. Once I receive money for a job, I'll make sure and take it. To ignore something like that goes against my style. I'll promise you, Esther. Me and the Brasta will take out that Moby Dick. Are you serious? See? Going against that promise I've made is also against my style. Can I believe in you, Crowe? Just be a good kid and wait here for me to come back. Alright. So I guess it's time for me to go ahead and tell you about your debt here. You've worked pretty hard, haven't you, Crowe? I guess so. Though the time I spent with Celestial Being was pretty hard. It wasn't just dimensional beasts, but also you also fought against invaders, new mobile suits from the SRW. Let's see, with the money you got from that... How much has my debt gone down from that 980,000?
It's gone up!
Your current debt is 990,000.
Because the Brasta exploded.
Has it gone up? What's happening there? It's including the Brasta's repair fees. Not for those, you would have had quite a bit of extra. Don't tell me. Were you being serious about the fact that your development money's gone? I won't joke about something like that. Or what? Are you going to be a pro and accept your mistakes? Alright, I'll accept my mistakes here. I'm fine with you taking away another 10,000. But with the way things are, the Brasta as it now couldn't take him out. He's got too many risks. Is that so? But you haven't been able to pull out the Brasta's full power yet. I was sure I'd already taken a look at the catalog specs of it. But that's not the Brasta's true strength. What are you talking about? Sorry, there's a lot I'd like to say, but I can't really explain it well. I haven't been able to fully understand about the VX system that's the Brasta's main drive source either. VX? No, it's not BX? No, it's not B, it's V. It stands for quintuple X.
I'm gonna go check on those.
So 5 X's, huh? Seems pretty mysterious. Something that Stukadokoi came and gave to me. He creates some sort of weird energy. And that's what the Brasta's been equipped with. I understand that it's supposed to be some sort of generation system, but the way to fully unlock it is still completely unknown. In theory, if we were able to directly pump that output into a weapon, it could generate incredible amounts of power. But we can't do that now. Didn't I tell you? We don't even understand how it works. For a tiny bit of time, you might be able to raise the output by a little bit, but if you screw up, you could cause the entire thing to go to a meltdown and explode. I don't even know where the hell he got his hands on that or what it's made of. So why did he give something like that to you, Chief? It's because he wanted to screw with me. But, let's see. But now that he's seen the Brasta's current form, I won't let him. He thinks he can do what he wants with it. Didn't you meet with him here before? He was a pretty looking guy with his nose high in the air, talking about the power of money. Yeah, I met a guy like that. He's exactly like a textbook rich guy. His name's Carlos Axio Jr., the commander-in-chief of the Axio Corporation. Hi, Papa. What are you doing here?
He wanted to come in.
No matter how in charge he may be, there's no reason to listen to anything that Bonbon has to say. Bonbon isn't quite the right thing to say about him. The reason that the Axio Corporation has grown to be this large is particularly because of his own skills. What do you mean? He really is skilled. In these past few years, the reason Axion's grown so large is because he's been his negotiating skills. He did it all on his own power. Taking on after he took over from his father. His genius level skills are what made us into the largest group. So he isn't just some stuck-up rich kid who inherited his father's money, huh? It could be either individually he is the world's wealthiest man. Be careful, Crowe. Since he set his eyes on you as the pilot of the Brasta, your main weak point is the fact that you've got no money. Hey, don't let him do something like that to you. I'll try my hardest to not let it happen. Phew! Don't worry, Esther. Let the Chief... And you too, Chief. I won't sell the Brasta out. At least until that Moby Dick's defeated, I'm gonna need its strength. That's quite a thing to say. Well, Chief, I'll just go ahead and show you that I can master that VX. That time, I know. At that time, I won't just pay you 10G. I'll have quite a bonus waiting for you. Don't forget that. Are you leaving, Crowe? Just wait a little while, Esther. So I'll promise you again. I'll defeat Moby Dick. Definitely. And back to the Axio lab.
Just a small
Not
bit
the
of
Axio
story.
labs. Yes. Just a little bit of story going on. President's room. Oh, I'm in shock. There really was a huge dimensional quake like he said. What should I do? This might be the end of the world. You don't have any feeling put into that, Carlos Axio Jr. You're just looking at this like it's something amusing. You're always like that. Every time when I'm worrying, you're smiling and laughing. Sorry. When you've got money, you can't appreciate anything other than a good surprise. But shouldn't you be pleased? Isn't this proof that he was telling the truth about things? Well, a lot of unpleasant things may have cropped up as a part of it. To think that the Dark Continent would open and some weird space fleet would appear out of nowhere. But with this, shouldn't your country of Luminetia be ready soon? How lucky for you. Looks like you'll be able to come up with a way to save your country before you run out of DCs. I don't want to hear that from you. Someone who's rich like you may not understand. For my country is struggling just to survive. But you're just staring down at us from on high and sneering. Haha, sorry. Rich billionaires like me don't understand the common people's feelings. At any rate, let's just go ahead and see how the world changes from this dimensional quake. And from there we can prepare our next hand. Then I'll leave negotiating with the world to you. Do you think you can do it, oh great princess? In order to keep Luminetia alive, I'll do anything. As expected of an elite who's shouldering the future of a country. Even if I say that, it looks like at this rate the flames of war are just going to spread further. But now, I wonder what awaits us. The only thing that's certain is one. Our Project Uzume is going to change the world. Crowe Bruce. Remaining debt, 990,000.
The question is, do we start another stage?
So I think at this point in time, it's probably best to stop. Especially because of what will be coming next.
Ah, yes.
So, we are going to go ahead and stop for tonight here. We'll come back on Monday with the acquisition of the Gurren and the Login and the Gurren Login. So, to everyone out there who's been watching this, I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will be back on Monday. Yep. See you next time.